after Goosebumps originally ended in 2000, quickly came a series of 6, got to get the right amount of fingers there, novellas. Call them novellas because they're pretty darn short. And that is the nickname that has been given to them by the Goosebumps community, or kids horror community. The 6 novella series. And these, like I said, quickly followed up Goosebumps, which leads to some interesting suspicions that quickly aroused by the community, once they found out about this, of course, when it, became popular. And eventually came to reveal that one of these 6 novellas, The Adventures of Shrinkman, as it's titled, is actually the lost Goosebumps Series 2000 book, The Incredible Shrinking 5th Grader. Now, this is very well known by now, and I'm sure that is completely unbrand new information to you. Like, that is very well known by now. However, I want to shed light on a different one of these 6 novellas today, and that is Zombie Town. Zombie Town is, I'm going to bet, the shortest of them. This thing is 60 pages, which is like 30 pages less than them, and there is a fuck ton of spacing on these pages. Way more than on the novellas. The novellas almost fill up the entire page with letters. Words. Alphabet out of order, And, yeah, this is just a very short book. You can read it in less than 30 minutes. Like, goddamn. There are Garfield kids horror books that I've been collecting that are longer than this. Yeah. This isn't long at all. But it is particularly interesting to exist because this one got a movie. And that movie came out actually not too long ago, or almost less than a year ago. Yeah, it's a little less than a year ago. And that is Zombie Town, the movie. Under the same name, Zombie Town. It is credited to Stine, so it is absolutely based off this book. And it is an interesting film. It wasn't very well received by critics, and it didn't do great, I believe, at the box office. But still, it is a movie that exists, and it is under Stine's name, so it's one of the R.L. Stine movies that we've gotten. Hopefully the next Fear Street is better, but moving on from opinions, that is not the point of this video, unless you all want a review at some point for those, as we'll get to maybe why very soon, actually. The movie is, of course, based off this book, and this book is from the series that features a Lost Goosebumps book. Now, of the 6 books, I've only read 3 and own 3, of course. I read them as soon as I get them, and this is definitely a very goosebumpy feeling. And of the 6, 2 have been debunked, but this isn't one of them. And that leads me to believe that this is specifically the Lost, or one of the 3 Lost triple header stories. I believe that wholeheartedly. Triple header book 3. That was going to happen, didn't quite get there, and it was canceled due to the end of Goosebumps, or the decline of Goosebumps. Thanks to that big lawsuit with Stine, Parachute Press, and Scholastic, who gets the rights? Maybe I'll make a video about that one day. Thanks to that, we never got Triple Header Book 3, but I'm willing to bet a lot of money, not really, I don't want to lose money, that this was one of the stories, because of how short it is and how very goosebumpy it feels. Yeah, this is a Goosebumps story in my eyes, and if you're wanting to believe that, since it is decently possible to actually be a reality, since one of the books from the series is confirmed by Stine himself to be a Lost Goosebumps story, then this one isn't far of a stretch to assume, especially with a literal, short story book coming up, and this is definitely a short story. Yeah, so if this is hypothetically a Goosebumps story, then hypothetically, you get where I'm going? We have another Goosebumps movie. That is a crazy thought to have. It's always at the back of my mind. It's like, damn, that's crazy, man. I think about it decently often, like at least a couple times a week. It's just crazy to think that we technically have a third Goosebumps movie if this, which is decently likely, possible to be a real Goosebumps story that was lost. Yeah, so the reason I make this video is just kind of spread that awareness, like, we technically have a third Goosebumps movie if you're willing to believe that Zombie Town is a Lost Goosebumps book. Pretty darn cool. So whether you want to believe that or not is up to you. There is no confirmation that this is true. It could just be a Stine story that he quickly wrote up, just to throw into this 6 novella series. Or, in the case I hope is true, this is really a triple header book 3 or one of the stories in, and it turned out to get decently popular enough, or, you know, caught the eye of some writers, and they're like, hey, let's make a movie about this. Pretty freaking cool. Yeah, I'll let you guys leave it up to your interpretation when you believe it. And, yeah, Zombie Town. Do you believe it is the Lost Goosebumps book and movie? I don't know. We don't know. Maybe ask Stine about it. I don't know. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and tell me what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.